This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air is Jackson. And his first look is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Second and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, set.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Purdy now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's go now.
Here's Purdy. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's Jackson. Got a man down the field. It's Bateman. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 76 yards. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. And his throw is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. He's still on his feet. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, 60 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They'll look to throw again. Yeah, he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. As the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go, set. Hey, smash Rockwell.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Purdy.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Hit the street. Hit the street. Street. Let's go.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
And that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw, Purdy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
After the interception, here's Jackson. The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Jackson now.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens had 6 to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by
GG's, bro. Great game. GG.
Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets his...
Hey, yo, fresh out the... Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the inner...
Let's have a good game, bro. GG's.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Jackson looking to throw right away. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A nice little juke. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. Oh, good move. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Rolling to his left. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score, Ravens 7.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
And finally down at the 36-yard line.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Running from the gun with Henry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
In motion, Aguilar.
From the gun, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Aguilar in motion left. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 7 from the 20.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. There he goes, right side.
Mark Andrews.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Jackson now, operating from the gun.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. It's caught by Aguilar. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Jackson out to his left. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Play action. Now Jackson steps away.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Aguilar in motion left. Jackson now. This will go to Henry out wide. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. This 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing is Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's got this down to the 35. Aguilar in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 35 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
To throw is Jackson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
13.
They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And now, after coughing up the football, serious concerns on that sideline. Their defense surrenders the tying touchdown to start the third quarter, and now the offense follows that up by committing the turnover.
And I think you're sensing the exact same thing that I'm sensing, that the energy, much different here in the second half. We talk about it a lot, but you can feel it kind of rippling through the stadium, and it's affecting the players.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
In motion, Aguilar.
Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jackson eluding the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They go play action now. Jackson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here now, 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson on the move to his left. He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Jackson will keep it, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Hey, middle.
Henry running right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Henry trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Here now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Throwing, Jackson.
Being chased out left.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Tucker now for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll come up first and 10 here. Now Jackson.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
Here's first down.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Forward.
7 seconds to play. No timeouts, remember.
180. Hey, report. Report.
Jackson.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
And it's incomplete.
GG's, bro. GG.
Drive comes up empty,
with that, the ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield. But one final